Gentleman from North Carolina, Mr. Edwards, is recognized for opening remarks on the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As the vice chair of this subcommittee, it is truly an honor for me to speak in strong support of the National Security Department of State and related program appropriations bill for fiscal year 2026. But before I speak on it, I'd like to commend Chairman Diaz-Balart for how hard you've worked on this bill. I know that you've toiled. I know that you've struggled with some really tough decisions. I've seen you so many times over the last several weeks, pacing in the hall, talking on the phone, in the corner of the rooms, breaking pencil lead way after everybody else was gone. There's some tough decisions to make, and I applaud how you've met those tough decisions. And any of us could find things we'd rather include in this bill if we had unlimited resources. We do not have unlimited resources. And Chairman Diaz-Balart, I think you've just done a remarkable job in being fiscally responsible to our taxpayers and helping make a difference in our deficit and to help meet our worldwide responsibility while still protecting the people here at home. Our bill represents a responsible and strategic approach to American foreign policy, delivering the 22% reduction in funding compared to fiscal year 2025 that was enacted, while further strengthening the national security of the United States. In every meeting, hearing, and fact-finding mission, our focus has never wavered to craft the strongest possible bill that enhances America's security and advances prosperity at home and around the world. Let me highlight just a few of the critical provisions in this bill that I most favor. We fully fund Countering PRC Influence Fund with $400 million, an essential tool in confronting and countering the Chinese Communist Party. We included language that demands greater burden sharing and defense spending from our NATO allies. We include robust assistance to key U.S. partners like Jordan and Egypt, two nations that continue to play vital roles in promoting stability and counterterrorism efforts across the Middle East. We prioritize funding to combat the flow of fentanyl and other drugs in the United States. We fully fund U.S. efforts to eradicate polio with $85 million. We offer greater protections for American businesses operating abroad. We fully fund American-made, ready-to-use therapeutic food at $300 million to address the global malnutrition crisis. And we support President Trump's executive orders to eliminate wasteful spending on DEI initiatives, radical climate mandates, and divisive gender ideology programs. I've heard Secretary Rubio's name mentioned a couple times. I'd like to call on a quote that he used with this very committee just a few weeks ago. Secretary Rubio said, "We are going to continue to be the world's most generous provider of humanitarian assistance, of food assistance, of development assistance, way more than any other country." I believe we delivered on his commitment to America through this bill. We already are, and we're going to continue to be, but we're going to do it differently, he goes on to say. Ladies and gentlemen, this bill fulfills that promise by directing critical assistance to those who need it the most, while ensuring every tax dollar is spent with greater efficiency and accountability. I'm going to be happy, I'm going to be proud to go back to Western North Carolina and assure the people that sent me here that their tax dollar is going to be spent far more efficiently than how they have seen their tax dollars spent in the past. So with that, I yield back.